Love Live Sunshine has begun airing and is taking the other world by storm once again. With a brand new cast and a set of new songs, the girls of Aqua appear to have a bright future ahead of them. However, this did not seem to be the case when the announcement came in April 2015. People around the world were skeptical and raised criticism on the new cast as well as the fate of views, with the Love Live The School of the movie approaching in a couple months. Something I observed, however, was the rise in Aqua popularity over the past few months. Today, I will take an analytical look at how Aqua went from unappreciated maidens to popular idols in the time span of a year. While I was investing myself in Aqua as a Love Live fan, I noticed that many friends and people in the Love Live community were skeptical of the new girls. The girls of Luna Hoshi followed the footsteps of Muse, and people probably didn't like that idea at first. I began to notice a change of heart during the spring when people became excited in the community and the discussion of Best Girl emerged. This is a rather peculiar experience for me to witness, the slow change from skepticism to fanfare. Although many elements likely play an important role for the adoption of Aqua, I want to examine the observable business move made by Dengeki, Mantis, and Sunrise, the mere exposure effect. To put it simply, when we see or hear words, images, and sounds, our minds begin to subject the material we are witnessing. This is the mere exposure effect. Businesses use it all the time to establish themselves with brand names, catchphrases, and jingles. Marketing experts use our emotions to help us, the consumers, resonate with the product. A quick example of the mere exposure effect in acting is if you hear a song for the first time, but you do not particularly enjoy it. However, if you begin to hear it again every so often, you become accustomed to the song and tend to enjoy it more. It may not work for every single song, but it will work for many. How does this apply to Love Live Sunshine then? Let's take a trip down to memory lane when Love Live emerged in the summer of 2010. The Love Live School project started out rough of trying to establish itself. The original character designs carried heavy weight to them, with thick black outlines and similar facial expressions. Along with the teaser image came the tagline, "Everyone make our new story come true." There are a couple problems with the first attempt at news rising in popularity with the first pitch to the viewers. The characters are different at the time compared to other characters featured in the Genki's magazine, but appear to be outdated. They felt too distant from the viewers that could not appreciate them much. They did not see the idols within the character designs. A tagline saying, "Everyone make our new story come true" is problematic because it can come off as begging to the viewers. The new story implies they understand the circumstances of starting fresh off the ground with no initial viewers. Another problem arose when they advertised user participation involved voting for the best girl as their preliminary poll. First, the characters have not developed themselves with a small chunk of story accompanied with each character at the time, and they do not have a unit name yet. Making the first poll asking for who everyone's favorite girl is as a business move does not solidify the brand, because they're only going off appearance alone and vague descriptions of the characters. It would not be until 5 months later that the group got a name after they released their first single. Compared to the Muse now, the taglines are "Make our dreams alive" and "Make everyone's dreams come true." The former implies that their motivation of becoming school idols is a dream of theirs, as well as the fact that they want to save their school and are asking for the consumers to help them achieve their dreams. "Make everyone's dreams come true" assures viewers that Muse cares about them, and these 9 girls want to help everyone make their dreams a reality. Changing Muse's story to dreams is a very drastic change from a business perspective. Remember, the mere exposure effect relies not only on exposure to your brand frequently, but also the words, images, and sounds accompanying the brand. Dreams are something many people have, and hearing that word can create a positive atmosphere for everyone that not only allows the consumer to help Muse, but feel positive they can take the next step in achieving their dreams. It creates a relatable feeling between the fans and the idols so people can support them. Now on the shoulders of 9 new girls enter Aqua. Dengeki, Mantis, and Sunrise realize some of the mistakes they made early on with Muse. First, the character designs of Aqua are similar to the current Muse and look pleasing to the eyes. The character designer drew the girls with thin lines and not strictly black to help the characters blend, and the designs are filled out rather than thin and heavy. Something Muse lacked early on was showing the characters' personalities in the image that the artists began to do in 2012 with Muse and continued with Aqua. Another thing they did was instead of a popularity poll first, they took submissions from the viewer's first unit name and selected several candidates for people to vote on. This quickly helps establish who the girls are with their own unit name as well as provide information on the unit. The unit name allows the consumers to digest the idols and find ways they can relate with the characters. Not only that, Dengeki's magazine asks readers to send in questions and activities the characters should do to humanize the characters better, rather than limiting it to a popularity poll that Muse did not get the opportunity to do early on. The attraction of the brand and consumers is important to establish a strong relationship. This allows the bonding between Aqua and their fans. However, a double-edged sword emerges when we examine Love Live Sunshine's tagline. "Help us, Love Live" is both good and bad as a tagline. Love Live reminds the consumers of the series they fell in love with and cements that Sunshine is a spin-off or a continuation in the franchise. The problem lies in "Help Us", as it can carry many messages. One interpretation is that the characters are asking for assistance from Love Live, making how Muse ask readers to make their new story come true. A key interpretation, however, is that the character is asking for Love Live itself for the help. The early summary for the new series said that Urunohoshi was closing down, similar to Otonokizaka, and Aqua following the same path as Muse. This made it deter fans from the series for recycled material, and it was not too long before people started comparing the Sunshine Girls to Muse as their counterparts. People are less likely to enjoy a series if it follows a similar and predictable path to another series. This possibility most likely resulted in Aqua's decline early on. Now, I bring you two pieces of evidence: Google Trends and popularity polls. Google Trends is an analytical website that garners search results for various terms of people's search histories around the world. Google Trends isn't the greatest source for evidence, but offers some correlation when we look at these popularity polls. Here are the trends for Love Live and Love Live Sunshine from June 2010 to July 2016. It can be seen that Love Live reached its peak in June of 2015 with the release of the Love Live The School Idol movie. Love Live slowly climbs down until it reaches the release of Aqua's first single, and we saw a jump when the announcement of Muse disbanding emerged. The search results were moderate until the premiere of the anime made the search results skyrocket. The current search results for July 2016 for Love Live are about 4/5 from the peak of the movie nearly a year ago. It is crucial to understand the relation between these trends and mere exposure. Although a product is less likely to affect someone after dropping the product from his or her radar, the mere exposure effect can still work. The franchise lost over half its search results from June 2015 to October 2015. The announcement of Muse disbanding built further search results, yet something interesting happened in October 2015 on School Idol Festival. Aqua's first single was released on October 7, 2015, and the song was added later that month on an update to School Idol Festival. Strangely, when I researched sizing the song selection, Kimi no Kokoro Kageyari Terukai was the first song players would see and hear. This is the beginning of building Aqua's popularity and the exposure to the song registered in players' brains. They become accustomed to hearing the song and playing it to understand Aqua a bit more, and each month after that a new Aqua song was released, and Aqua got their own record at the end of January. The presence of Aqua in School Idol Festival is small, but during this time, Yankee, Mantis, and Sunrise announced a live event and the beginning of a live stream for viewers to watch and participate in. These announcements were appropriately timed to the announcement of Muse disbanding and to maintain interest. Although some interest was lost along the way, viewers kept interest in Aqua through April 2016 with the release of their second single. It wouldn't be until the premiere of the Love Live Sunshine anime that Aqua began to climb. Marketing Aqua in this way was a rather interesting move. Sunshine's presence steadily appearing as customers opened their hearts for the girls of Urunohoshi, and different media outlets through paper, smartphones, and live streams to reach a wider audience. Speaking of reaching a wider audience, Love Live polls allowed viewers from other countries to participate, but it wasn't this way early on for Muse using reader mail-in cards and mobile voting. Let's take a look at the user participation polls for the Love Live franchise. To compare the popularity trend of Muse and Aqua, we'll examine the popularity polls for both groups and the search trends. Going back to the early tally results for Muse at the time, was 5,618 votes in the May 2012 issue of the Tumultuous magazine for the Center Idol position in the fifth single, with Kotori as the winner. The number is abysmal compared to the poll results for the July 2013 issue of the Tumultuous magazine, with an astounding 91,732 votes cast for Maki as the sixth single Center Idol. Currently, these are the official results for popularity polls regarding the music aspect of Love Live for Muse. No numbers exist for the unit names and character subunits as far as I could find. On the other hand, Aqua saw that it declined the poll results from the December 2016 issue of the Tumultuous magazine, where Yo took the top spot with 59,286 total votes cast. Votes began to dwindle after this with a little over 32,000 votes cast for the subunit trio positions and roughly 16,000 votes cast for the names of each subunit. You can see that Muse starts out a bit weak, but after the premiere of the anime in January 2013, the votes rise ecstatically well, but dwindle down after the popularity of Love Live begins to decrease after the release of the Love Live The School Idol movie. It appears Aqua wasn't pleasing the crowd in the later polls. The Love Live Dual trend does not nearly decrease in votes, but the Love Live Sunshine trend does. While the Love Live trend increases at the release of the Aqua's second single, the Love Live Sunshine trend gradually increases over time with maintained interest. Apparently, Yankee, Lantis, and Sunrise marketed Aqua at the right time when they needed it. Fans could not abandon the main idols and Muse and attach themselves to Aqua just yet. The many similarities between Muse and Aqua's characters and story were a downfall for the franchise, but they recovered barely. Some fans may have left the community after Muse disbanding, but many fans emerged as well. Exposing consumers to Aqua in small amounts during quick succession was a wise decision to keep interest. Advertising Love Live Sunshine in increments, putting Aqua into School Idol Festival soon after the debut, and letting fan interaction with the characters shows the producers understand how to connect with their consumer base. However, I would not ignore that multiple factors can contribute to a franchise's rise and fall in popularity. I want to examine one aspect of marketing and how it plays into Love Live Sunshine's increasing popularity over time, because it appeared only I and a few others were interested about the new cast at first. Other factors exist that I wish to research in the future, such as consumer inclusion, direction of the music, and further examination on the popularity polls. For now, the girls of Aqua appear to have bright futures ahead of them, and hope they can shine in the spotlight like their idol muse. Inconsistencies exist in this essay, such as the subjective material, the popularity polls and search results not aligning in some months, and the mere exposure effect attributing to affection of certain cultural elements. The entirety of this essay is correlational but stands as grounds for criticism. If you feel that I made errors or did not expand upon certain subjects further, please inform me in the comment section below, because healthy criticism will help me improve future anime video essays. Please come back next week on August 2nd, my birthday, as we take an analytical look at one of my favorite anime series in the past few years, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5.